Hey everybody, welcome to TIW Podcast. I'm Eric, and today I watched Survivor Island of the Idols, Season 39, Episode 10, Bring on the Bacon. Bring on the bacon. So, spoilers ahoy, if you haven't seen this episode yet, and you don't want to find out what happens, who gets voted off, who wins immunity, all that kind of stuff, then stop listening to this right now and go watch the episode. Or, watch it when you're able to, and then come back and listen to this. But anyway, the team of six from last week, they're back there at camp waiting to find out what happens. And Lauren is excited to hear the voice of Tommy through the darkness. And everybody is stunned that Missy is the one who is voted off. Dean wants Karishma out, but he talks about building a goat army. So he doesn't want Karishma out. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Dean is a little bit all over the place. Just a little bit. The guy comes on a boat with the bag and the note that says, choose one person unanimous or draw from the bag. Lauren wants to go, but Karishma wanted to go, but Lauren spoke up first, and Karishma did not want to rock the boat, figuratively or literally. But, she did want to rock the boat. She wanted to get in that boat and go and rock it all the way to Island of the Idols. But Lauren goes, and before she gets there, the chicken is bothering Sandra and bites her hand, makes her drop her papaya, and the chicken eats a little bit of it. That was my favorite moment of the whole episode, I think. So Lauren's lesson is in situational awareness. She gets the opportunity to guess who will win the next immunity challenge. As they were saying what the stakes were, I thought she's going to have to know what the challenge is to be able to do that. She's going to need a lot more information to be able to make an educated guess about that. And as it turns out, to actually affect who would be in the challenge, because she finds out that it's where you're holding an upward bar or like pulling upwards on a bar to hold a ball above your head. And so it's kind of an endurance challenge, more a concentration challenge. And there's an eat or play element, and the actual meal is that information is given to Lauren as well. So she's able to use all this information to influence the entire tribe incredibly successfully, because she chooses Nora and Elizabeth. Rob ends up giving her two choices, double her odds of success. And she chooses Nora and Elizabeth. Meanwhile, before the actual challenge, she lays everything out on the line. Not like everything, but she tells everybody what the challenge is going to be, and that she won the choice to choose if it would be a eat or play, and that it would be breakfast food and all that. And I think it helped immensely that all of that was true. Because then when that meal is unveiled, crickets, no reaction at all. And Jeff is like, what, no reaction? I thought you guys would like this. But anyway, before that, Jamal's fake idol is back in play, because Dean, from what he understands, he can play it at 9 remaining players and 6 remaining players. So he goes and makes a copy of it, and he got some black paint or ink somewhere. I guess that was from making their flag or whatever, but he makes a copy of it. He knows it's going to be fake, and he plans on using it to make everybody think that he used it up if it was a fake one, and if it was a real one. Actually, more so if it was a real one, that people would think he played a fake one. So we'll see how it turns out in a couple of episodes. Anyway, let's see. As Jeff is taking Elaine's immunity necklace off of her, he smacks her in the face, and that was pretty funny. But yeah, during the whole thing, he's talking up there. Lauren tells Tommy everything, what the true situation is, and so they both talk up the food to everybody, except to Nora, who is a vegan, I believe, or vegetarian, one of the two. She would not be interested in the bacon, and I guess she probably can't have if she's vegan, the pancakes probably aren't vegan either. But anyway, somebody says bring on the bacon, and that's the name of the episode. So there you go. I suspected that would be the name of the episode, and I was right when I looked it up later. That's kind of a fun game too. If you're watching the show as it airs, you don't necessarily know the episode name. If you're watching it later on DVR or on the CBS app, all that kind of stuff, it's most likely you'll see the episode name before you start watching it. So when I'm able to watch the show live, I like to guess, pick out those memorable quotes and see if those end up being the episode title. But so we get the immunity challenge. Everybody plays for food except for Nora, Karishma, and Elizabeth. So Karishma is out like really quickly. It's the kind of thing where the people who choose to eat, they only can eat for as long as the challenge is taking place. So it comes down to Nora versus Elizabeth, and Elaine goes, "Hang in there, girls, another hour." So they could have a whole hour to eat as much food as possible. But Elizabeth drops, Nora wins, but she's I guess she's trying to make up for the last time when she just immediately celebrated. And they're like, "Hey, Nora, you won. Hey, you won. Hey, look at me, you won." And she's like, "I'm playing for all of them." And Jeff is like, that's not how it works. The challenge is over. They have to stop eating. Sorry. So good intentions, I guess. So Karishma and Elizabeth are the targets that are being talked about by everyone. Karishma is told that Janet is the alternate target to Elizabeth. And Nora, trying to figure things out, she steals Karishma's bag. She finds nothing in there. She's confident that Karishma does not have an idol. So good job, Karishma, not keeping the idol in that bag. Otherwise, things would have gone very differently later on. Dean plays, so we get... Excuse me. I'll get to that in a second. Elizabeth and Karishma goes over to Elizabeth and talks to her, and she wants to target Dan when she's talking. Okay, so now I'm remembering differently. That... Okay, for a moment I thought Elizabeth was trusting Karishma, and that's why she did not vote for Karishma. But as it turns, no, why? I think she must have been told that the vote was to split between Karishma and Janet. Or something like that. Yeah, because that's what she would have been told by everybody else because Karishma is told is split between Elizabeth and Janet. So anyway, I was wondering, who is this other stray vote? Because there's 7 votes. Okay, first of all, Dean plays that legacy advantage, the fake one that he copied, and of course it's not real, so it doesn't do anything for him. But then Karishma plays her idol for herself, of course, and everybody's stunned. They had no idea, and also all of them know who they just voted for, so they're like, "Well, crap, this is a problem, probably." So Karishma plays her idol for herself, and then Lauren, she plays her idol. She did not need to at all, but I I could see that paranoia, that instant paranoia is like, oh crap, maybe I'm the target. Maybe she knows that I was setting everything up for that challenge. Maybe she figured that out. And maybe I'm the target just because I was at Island of the Idols anyway. So she plays it, and she does not get any votes. So that was kind of a waste. But man, this was they really needed to get Elizabeth out, because she's one of the biggest challenge threats. If she doesn't have immunity, you got to get if you're a huge physical threat, you got to get rid of them when they finally don't have immunity. Because I think Elizabeth and Dean are the biggest challenge threats at the moment. But anyway, we get 7 votes for Karishma, 1 vote for Janet, and 1 vote for Elizabeth. So it's a tie vote, which means they have to re-vote. Janet and Elizabeth don't vote again because they would just vote for each other anyway. So no sense in wasting 2 more pieces of paper, parchment, whatever. So everybody revotes, and all of the votes go to Elizabeth. All 7 votes to Elizabeth. That's pretty impressive. So, man, they're all about getting those unanimous decisions made in this episode, right? But anyway, I thought it was interesting that it came down to 2 people. Only one of them actually voted for the other, because Janet had voted for Karishma. And now she's, of course, would have, it doesn't matter because she can't vote in the second one. But if Janet had voted for Elizabeth along with Karishma, then it wouldn't have come down to this anyway. It would have been a clean a clean elimination, I guess, via idol play. But I thought this was an entertaining episode. I enjoyed it. I just talked about this in the last episode that I don't really care who ends up winning at this point. Like, I think I'd be equally upset with anybody winning as I would be excited for anybody winning. So yeah, I was enjoying the gameplay unfolding, and I hope that we see more and more. The Island of the Idols is still secret. It hasn't been revealed what's really going on to everybody who hasn't been there yet. That is so awesome. Like, I think that's the biggest achievement of this season so far. And we'll see how long. I'm probably jinxing it by talking about it in that manner. But I think it's great. Next week, it looks like there will be a family visit. So those are always really exciting. And we'll see if that also plays into Island of the Idols. It would be cool if the family visit person, like the winner of that challenge, if it's a reward challenge, if they get to go, maybe that might reveal too much that it's a good thing, maybe. But it'll be interesting. Maybe they choose somebody to not go, or to go, and so they miss out on the family challenge or something like that. It's a kind of a monkey paw situation. But anyway, I'm looking forward to see what happens next. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving, everybody in the places that celebrate. Well, it's in the United States. The United States Thanksgiving is tomorrow, that is. I totally forgot about Canadian Thanksgiving this year. It's like October. It's sometime in October. But anyway, that's what. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'll be back with next week's episode. I did not go back out to Orlando this week to go see NXT live in person. It looked like it would have been a hell of a show, but that's every single week. Looks like it's going to be a hell of a show. So let's see. So I'll be watching that episode tomorrow, and so I'll have an episode posted about it at that time. I've got huge stacks of comics here from last week and this week, everything I picked up. So I'll be recording that episode very soon. Stay tuned for that. And then, of course, SmackDown happening this Friday, and not Smackville. Starrcade is happening on Sunday night. There's a four-way women's tag team championship match. So at the very least will be a fun match to watch, and Alexa Bliss finally back in action, so that's great. Great to see. But I'll talk about all that more on the actual wrestling episodes in the next couple of days. So let me know what you thought about this episode by tweeting me at TIW Podcast. Go to TIWpodcast.com for more reviews. If you enjoyed this episode or anything else on the site, please share some links with your friends. Subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, wherever you like to listen. Stay safe out there in all the infinite multiverses, and I'll see you next time here on TIW Podcast. Bye!